Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently, I just looked at the clock and it was 6:04, so it's probably 6:05 right now. And it is a hot, humid, but beautiful evening outside. It's been sunny all day long. And we are under a heat advisory in Indianapolis, which I know for most of you out there that are like 100 and above, this is probably nothing for you. But it's supposed to be like 95 to 100 the rest of the week. Actually, today was like the coolest day. It was in the upper 80s to low 90s today. And in fact, in one of my videos that I filmed, I said, it's really kind of nice outside today. There's like a cool breeze and it's not too hot. And then it was like within the next hour or two, it got like super, super hot outside. And the humidity is just like, feel like I'm like just like dripping. So I've been drinking water in my Stanley cup all day long that I was sent so graciously. And I love this Stanley cup. It keeps your water like ice cold. It really does. And in fact, I love this one so much, but I wanted to get one, so my friend Valerie, when I was with her the other day, she had one that was a little bit smaller than this, and so last night in my Christmas corksicle cup that's like red plaid, I I was drinking a Diet Coke in there because I thought it would keep the Diet Coke colder. And so I got online and I ordered I think it's a 16-ounce cup, just like the red plaid one that I have, but it looks like walnut wood. And then I also bought a Stanley cup, I think it's like 24 ounces, and it's like small, it's like tall and slender, and I got it in black so I could carry it around with me places and take it, because this is like super, super heavy. So like for carrying around here it's great, but like for going in somebody's car or something like that. And then I thought I could also use it for like, because I never drink this much coffee, but I thought that I could, you know, for hot coffee in the winter and things like that, I could take it to meetings and whatever. So now I said tonight's vlog was going to be a little bit longer, because I did not think that I was going to go to a meeting with Tanya Jean tonight, because I almost called her Tanya Jane. I didn't think I was going to go to a meeting with Tanya Jean because I hadn't heard from her. And so I thought she would just be busy. She's been really, really busy this whole summer with work and things like that. I fell asleep last night really early. Alex and I watched 2 episodes of The Real Housewives of New York, and then then he was like, I'm going to bed, and that was early at like 9:30. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna lay down for like an hour and a half, and I felt out. I was like dead asleep, and I woke up at like 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and when I woke up, Tanya had texted me, and she was like, meeting tomorrow, and that was at like 10 o'clock, and I knew she'd be asleep, so I didn't want to text her. So I texted her today and I was like, yeah, if you still want to go to a meeting, I'd love to go. And so she's going to actually pick me up tonight at 7:30 because we're going to go to a meeting that I don't remember if I've ever been to this meeting before. I've gone to this meeting on another night, like when I first got sober, but I haven't been to this meeting in years, like probably 20 years. And so she mentioned going to this meeting, so we're going to try a different meeting tonight, which I'm kind of excited about. So she's going to pick me up, and then we're going to go to this meeting, which is close. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like super close to me, but it's not, you know, 20 or 30 minutes away. So I'm excited about that, about trying. I'm kind of nervous, honestly. Like, I always get nervous about going to meetings that I haven't been to before, because you know, when you go to a meeting, there's usually people that come there every week that, you know, kind of, we've been trying to try some new meetings. And so, she never gets nervous about it, but I think it's part of my social anxiety that I still get nervous going to meetings that I haven't been to, even though I know I'll see probably a couple people that I know and things like that. It's still like, you know, this is like other people, oh, I think my Amazon package is coming. Well, actually, I just talked about these cups, so if this is my Amazon package coming, I can do a little unboxing right here. No, drove right on by, wasn't me. Amazon trucks come to this neighborhood literally every single day, like 10 times a day. So I'm excited about it, but I'm kind of nervous about it too. So I just went downstairs because I was washing some clothes, because I wore my light blue corduroy shorts and this gray t-shirt, this gray polo t-shirt last night to our marriage counseling session, and I want to wear it again tonight because it looked cute with like my camouflage. Do you guys ever do this with my camouflage sandals and stuff? But then I kind of like laid around in it at home when I got home, so I like washed it again today. But I went down there because I had washed yesterday all of our, we have like in our bedroom so that Boo can like jump up onto the, like the bed. And then in the bathroom, we have 2 of them. We have these IKEA gray bath mats and like bathroom rugs. They're really nice. They were like super cheap. They were like $9.99 or something like that. We've had them for years and they wash like in the washing machine really great and all this kind of stuff. Well, I was so busy, my nose was like itching like crazy. I trimmed my beard today and shaved, and it's like I needed to cut like around, so I have to take scissors and cut like around here, and if I don't do that then it like itches my nose. But so yesterday I'd washed the rugs and I moved them to the dryer, but before I started the dryer I was throwing my clothes into the washing machine and I forgot to turn the dryer on. So I opened the dryer, kind of having forgotten that they were in there, to put my clothes in there to be dry in time to get, like, because I have to get ready here very soon. And so I like opened the dryer and it like stank, like mildew. I was like, damn it. So I took them out and I put my clothes in the dryer with like dryer sheets, and then I put the rugs back in the wash and put them on heavy duty to wash them again, to hopefully they'll get like the stink out of them and clean. I mean, people always have tricks. They're like, put it in there with a washcloth. Or do you guys know the trick to get, I mean, we don't really that often get the smell of mildew and stuff, but I did with those rugs. So I just rewashed them again. Usually that like does the trick, but I don't want to have to go buy 3 new rugs. So we also have 1 rug down here too. So I guess we have 4 of them total, but I didn't wash that one. So I washed those rugs yesterday, so I'm washing them again. That's been my exciting day. And so anyway, yeah, last night I went to bed early and then I woke up and then I watched my shows. Well, I listened to a little bit of my audiobook, did my prayers and my meditations, and then I watched like 3 episodes, I think, of Fear the Walking Dead. I just finished the 5th episode of season 5. And I'm going in, I started the 6th episode last night, like just like the first minute of it. And I was like, I could sit here. I literally was sitting here thinking last night, I was like, I could binge watch about 10 to 15 episodes of these shows a day. Like, I am so addicted to it. Which is so funny, because for the longest time I was like, I'm over it, I don't want to watch it, and whatever. And now I'm like completely back into it. So, so I watched that, and then I stayed up way too late. I mean, I stayed up, because I got up at like 2. Maybe it was later than that. I think by the time, because I took Boo Radley out, and then I gave him treats and stuff like that, and then I got him settled again. So probably, and then I was like looking through my phone and whatever. So by the time that I probably started the show, it was closer to, had I watched 1 episode? I can't remember, but anyway, I stayed up really late. Like so late that Alex was like leaving for work, and he left work this morning at like 6:30. That's how late I was up. So I went upstairs and I went to bed, and I actually fell asleep pretty easily this morning, or last night, this morning. Oh, I know what I was doing last night. I was like reading. So my friend Nikki got me hooked on this hashtag BB25, Big Brother 25 on Twitter. So I was literally reading like every post, because there's always Twitter accounts that like give you up to the minute like information about what's going on Big Brother and like the live feeds and stuff like that. So I was reading like everything that had happened the last couple hours, because I'm like, I am so into that show this year. I was like keeping up to minute like what was going on. And yesterday was a big deal because they had the power of veto meeting and things like that. I won't tell you guys what happened in case you're watching it and you don't want to know. But I was like reading the feed, or I was reading the tweets, and then I was reading like the blogs to find out what had happened and stuff like that, because they give like really intensive breakdowns of what happens in the live stream. So like 24 hours a day they have like cameras live streaming in the house, and so you can watch those. And so there are people that watch it, and anything that happens they like write down on these blogs. And so I was reading these blogs, and I was reading the thread. That's what I did last night before I started watching the show. So anyway, got up this morning. Well, not this morning. I got up about noon. And took Boo Radley out. And then I like made the bed and trimmed my beard and like shaved and stuff like that and got ready. And then I came out here and I had some coffee. And so last night I made a reading list, because I have not started this month's book for Peter's Book Club, and I have not started this month's book for True Crime Book Club, which is the Delphi book, and the other one is like the first book in the Noodle Shop series for Cozy Mysteries. And I was like, I have got to get these done before September 1st. Like, I have to finish them, right? So, I made a reading list last night, and it was so funny because, like, I, like, evened it out to it be, like, an hour a day, because I'm like, okay, I can listen to an audiobook an hour a day, and I broke it down, and, like, listening to them at 2 times speed, and it, like, equaled out to the very last day of August that I would finish all of them. So if I keep on my reading pattern. So today, when I had my coffee out here, I was, like, drinking my coffee and talking to my neighbors and stuff like that, and so I started listening to my audiobook, and I actually listened to like 40 minutes of it this morning. So tonight, if I listen to like another half an hour or an hour of it, I'll be like ahead of my schedule. But I also want to watch Fear the Walking Dead when I get home from the meeting tonight. I'll probably be home by like 9:30 because the meeting's from 8 to 9. So, and Tanya's coming to get me at 7:30. So yeah, so I'm like trying to get these audiobooks like read and or listened to. I'm really into this Misfortune book right now. It's a what's it called? Fortune Teller, I think. It's the latest one that's come out on Audible. And I think it's the last one that she's going to be writing for a while because she's having Jana DeLeon, the author, is having surgery. And so she's not going to be putting out another one for a while. But I'm like loving it so far. And then I also picked the book for September for Peter's book club. And then I was texting with Mel today because she had like thrown me 2 books for September for a true crime book club. And the first one, kind of like when I looked at the reviews, it said it read like a textbook, and I was like, I don't know that people are going to love this. And so I said that to her, and she threw me another book, and when I looked at it on Audible, it was like 15 hours and 50 minutes. I was like, there's no way. I can't do a 16-hour book. There's just, like, that's a lot for me. And so I was like, can we pick something shorter? And so then she threw something back at me, and I was like, oh, I had already seen this book. And I was like, this would be a good idea. So we're going to do that one. And so tomorrow on my BookTube channel, I haven't made a BookTube video in like a month. Tomorrow I am going to, it might be over a month. So I think the last video that I made over there, when I had all these ideas for videos, the last video I made over there was announcing the August book. So tomorrow I'm going to make the video for my BookTube channel because I don't have tons of, oh no. So I'm doing something with Caroline in the afternoon because her other cousin is in town visiting, and Caroline's birthday is on Thursday. She just texted me. But I'll be back from that before. She was like, we can go out and get something to eat. She's picking me up later. She was like, we can go out and get something to eat and then run errands. I'm not going to make them run errands for me. I don't really have a bunch to do anyway. Other than just like, I'd like to get some iced coffee, so maybe she can run me up to Fresh Time on the way home. I can pick up some iced coffee and maybe get a few things to review there or something like that. But other than that, I don't really need to do a whole lot. I'm not going to make her do that on her one day off of running me around when it's not like really a legit cousin fun day. So that's tomorrow. But tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the True Crime Book Club, or the True Crime Book Club and Peter's Book Club reveal, big reveal. That's what I call my video. BookTube Big Reveal. Over on my BookTube channel. And I'll try to do a little bit of a longer vlog tomorrow. Because like I said, this is going to be shorter today because I want to make sure that I get inside and get these videos up and ready, like this one rendering, so that when I go and it's like done and stuff. Is tonight Tuesday? Oh yeah, so last night we had marriage counseling. We had a really good session last night. It was kind of like just like funny haha session. He was asking us a lot about like what we've learned in the last year of being together and in therapy, and like what we've learned in our 15, because Friday is our 15-year anniversary of being together and 12 years of being married. So he was asking us like what we've learned and like what obstacles we've overcome. And so it was really kind of a session of looking back on our relationship and like everything that we've learned and everything that we, like how we've grown and what obstacles we've overcome and things like that, and what difficulties we've had. My neighbor's going to the pool right now. Hey! Hi. So yeah, it was a good session last night. And then we came home and we ate dinner and we watched, I was going to say Big Brother. No, that's tomorrow night. We watched The Real Housewives of New York, because we are 5 episodes behind. And so Alex was like, I said, oh, we have an episode. He's like, do you want to watch Real Housewives of New York? And I was like, yeah. And I turned on the TV and I go, oh, we also have one of Atlanta. And he was like, we have 5 episodes of New York. He goes, I'm either going to watch these on my own, or I said, no, I want to watch them too. I want to watch them too. So, because he doesn't like to get that behind on shows. So we watch shows and we lay down. So it's been a good day today. I've gotten a lot done. I did a drama video. I did a Peterisms video. I was talking to my neighbor outside. She was like, where's Boo Radley? I haven't seen Boo Radley. Boo Radley has been spending these hot days down in the basement in his little crate, because I think it's so much cooler in the basement. And so he just sits down there the majority of the day, because I think it's so much cooler, and he just sleeps in there up against his pillow. He's all leaned up. It's so cute. And so I opened the door, I came back inside, I opened the door, and I was like, Boo Radley. So he went across the street and he saw her, and he was just smelling her garden and stuff like that. Her garden looks so gorgeous right now. And I said, can I film a video of your garden? And I said, they loved it when I did that before. And I said, and now it's full and lush and things like that. She's like, yeah, absolutely. And I said, you don't have to be out here. You don't have to give us a tour. And she was like, well, you don't know anything that any of the plants. I was like, well, that's true. And I think she kind of wanted to talk about the different plants and show them to me. So I was like, well, let me go inside and grab my camera real quick. So I grabbed my camera, and then I came out here, and I did a Peter Does Stuff video doing another garden tour of her garden that I had done earlier in the year. But this is kind of an updated end of summer vlog. It looks gorgeous. Her banana trees are huge. Her backyard, we did the backyard too, was really pretty. And so that was really fun. And yeah, it's just been kind of a nice, relaxing day. I've filmed a video, relaxed, listened to my audiobook, relaxed, drank some coffee. I'm completely out of iced coffee right now, though. And I could kind of die for a coffee. So yeah, so I ordered that corksicle cup, and and that's really to drink Diet Coke out of. I went through this whole phase where I wasn't drinking that much Diet Coke earlier in the summer. Do you remember that? But now I've been craving at least one Diet Coke a night. And so I got that to drink Diet Coke out of, because the corksicle, the Christmas plaid cup, was so perfect to drink, because it kept the Diet Coke really, really cold. I was finished with the Diet Coke and the ice was still frozen inside. I pitched it over there into into our next to the hostas last night. It was this big clump of ice. It keeps it really cold. And then I love the Stanley Cup so much, but I wanted one that I could take on the go, and this one is so, I mean, these are really heavy, you guys. Do you hear that? They're really heavy. And so Valerie had one that was real cute. I think hers was pink. They come in all different colors. And so I got this one that's skinny and thin and black. But I will say this, okay, and a lot of people talk about oh, Stanley Cups are overrated and stuff. I don't think they're overrated at all. I really don't. I kind of made fun of them because Jaclyn Hill used them so much, but they really are great. They really, really are. I mean, they are super intense, and they keep your water really, I haven't tried it with I don't think I've tried it with hot coffee, but they keep my water cold literally for 12 hours. And they are expensive. The one that I got was 20 or 24 ounces, I can't remember, and it's thin, and then you just turn it, and you can drink out the top of it. It doesn't have a straw. And oh, that might be a good Christmas present for Caroline. And I think it's it was $44 or $39 or something like that. They were both about the same price, the corksicle and I wanted the wood one, because I had the wood thing to put a Diet Coke can in. Alex used those corksicle things for Trulies and White Claws and stuff, and I said, well, I want them for Diet Cokes. Well, they make them for soda cans, and so he got one. I think they sent me one, actually. I think I bought one, and then I think they sent me one or two that were I can't remember which one I bought and which one they sent me. I got a cup, too. I have a cup that's fake wood, and that's a coffee mug that I love. They sent me 3 or 4 things, I think, because I did a review of corksicle, and so they reached out to me and said, can we send you some stuff, I think. Am I remembering this correctly? I believe I am. And But I bought one of the things and showed it, and I loved it because Alex uses them too. My cousin Caroline's actually where we found out about them, I think. And then Alex had used them with his friends for a while, so that's how I started finding out about them. They make little wine glasses and stuff like that. They make coffee cups. They make like big tumblers like this. They make or big thermoses like this. They make thermoses. They make all kinds of stuff. Corksicle. I don't think they keep, and I could be wrong because I haven't used like this kind of thing, but like the Stanley cups keep them really, really cold. And Tanya said that she like swore by Yeti for years, and she said that she thinks the Stanley cups keep the water colder than the Yeti cups. She's like, Yeti cups are good for a couple hours. Stanley cups are literally good for like 12 hours. So, I mean, I've had this and been drinking this at night, and then like I'll put it in the kitchen counter, and the next morning I'll pick it up and drink out of it, and it's like still ice cold. It's pretty unbelievable. So, that's my truth, and I'm sticking by it. You guys are like, Peter, this whole video is so boring. I know. My boring life. And tomorrow it's supposed to be super, super hot. And Thursday and Friday it's supposed to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday it's supposed to be super hot. I think the heat advisory ends on like Friday, but I could be wrong. I watered my plants either yesterday or the day before. But I was telling my neighbor across the street, I feel like they don't look like they need water, but I feel like I should water them again because I don't, like with the heat, I don't want them to like get super, super dry and thirsty. So I feel like I should water them again. So maybe I will do that. Yeah, so this week is probably going to be like, well, it'll just depend. I may not vlog on Friday because it's our anniversary. We have like made no plans for Friday yet. I have an appointment in the morning, but other than that, like we're gonna probably do brunch or something like that. I have to pick up my medicine that afternoon. But other than that, we have like no plans for anything. We haven't made like dinner plans of where we're gonna go or anything. So we will see. But doubtful I'll make any videos that day, and I probably won't vlog that day. So I'm trying to at least get a vlog every day except for Friday. I'd like to have like Wednesday and Thursday, I'd like to have some like longer vlogs. But I keep saying that, and then the vlogs keep on getting shorter and shorter and shorter, you know? I swear, starting next week, we'll get back to the 45-minute, hour and a half, well, maybe I shouldn't say hour and a half, but I'll be getting back to the longer vlogs next week, because after this week, I don't really have anything to do. I don't think I have anything in September. Do I? Do I? Nope, I don't have anything in September. No trips. I don't think Alex has any trips in September either. He told me about a trip that he's going on at the end of October last night. I forgot about this. He had told me about it weeks ago, but with a girlfriend of his that he's going on. But that's just like 2 days. So yeah, no, I don't have anything in September. So next week and then going into September, I will try to start doing longer vlogs. You guys, I went through my hats today in my closet. I was desperately trying to find this, what do you call it? This John Deere camouflage hat that I used to wear back in the day, long before I was on YouTube. I've probably worn it a couple times on YouTube, but I used to wear it back in the day like every single day. It was like my very first trucker hat that I became obsessed with. Because back when I was growing up, my dad would wear like Peterbilt trucking hats. And I have a couple of them. They don't fit me real well, the Peterbilt hats. I don't know why. But he also wore John Deere hats because my aunt and uncle were farmers in Fort Wayne, and so they would get him John Deere hats. And the John Deere hats I thought like fit my dad great. And so I got a John Deere hat at this John Deere store that they used to have up here. I think it closed down. Hold on just a second. He just had to tell me something. So anyway, so I love these John Deere trucker hats that my dad used to wear. So I ended up getting this one at the John Deere store that was like in Noblesville. It's where we used to do the Christmas lights. I did videos about that with Tanya and I going to Christmas lights, but they ended up selling those Christmas lights to Conner Prairie, and now you can't drive through there for free anymore. You have to like pay to drive through there. So anyway, but I went to that John Deere store. I think that's where I got the original one. I had a couple of them. I had a navy blue one, and I had this green camouflage one. I had like a bright green one. I had a couple John Deere hats, but this was the one that I wore the most. It was this camouflage one, and I wear it with like vintage Western shirts, and that was like kind of like my go-to outfit. That like every picture of me back in the day, if I was wearing a hat, I always wore that hat. So I was like, it stopped kind of fitting me for a while when I gained a lot of weight because my head kind of got heavy, and so which don't you think that's weird? Like when you gain weight, like your head kind of gets bigger, but mine did, right? So now that I'm thinner, I mean, I've lost like 35, 40 pounds. I don't actually know how much. I mean, I was like 260 something. So since then, now I'm like, you know, close to 200. And so I've lost like close to 60 pounds, like in the last couple years. But just in the last like year or two, I've lost like 30 or 40 pounds. So I was like, I should see if that hat fits me again. And I went in my closet, and I have tons of hats in my closet. I mean, you guys, I have like ridiculous amount of hats. I should do like a whole video just showing all my hats. I think I've probably done that before, but anyway, so I like looked through all my hats. I could not find that hat anywhere, but I found 2 old Icon hats. This is the hat that I bought like a year ago. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear this hat today for videos. So I like it. I think I usually wear this in the winter because it's corduroy. But, well, all right, you guys, listen, I'm going to get off here so that I can start getting this video rendered, and that I can start getting ready to have Tanya Jean pick me up, and we can go to our meeting, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday, and if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random, or your week if you need to. You can start your week over too as well if you need to. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be changing their day for the better. You might be making them happier, and you might be making them feel not so all alone. So it's a nice thing to do. Also, be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more, because it all starts with you. And if you're kinder and you love yourselves more, you'll be kinder and love others as well. And you'll be kinder and love others more as well. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. It's out of focus. Love ya.